What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. So it's time for another weekly rotation. And this week I was feeling kind of blue. No, I wasn't feeling unhappy. I decided to do a week full of blue fragrances. A lot of great beginners blue fragrances. Not the usual suspects. There was no Bleu de Chanel, no Dior Sauvage, nothing along those lines. What blue fragrances, you ask? Oh, well, stick around and join me for week number 9 of my Whiffs of the Week. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance, becoming a lasting scent memory. Like I said, I went with all blue fragrances this week. I came up with this idea this last Sunday. I was like, you know what? I want to go over some beginner blue fragrances. Before we get into what I was rocking this week, every month I do a monthly giveaway. It's called the Pulp Culture Monthly Giveaway. Whoever wins for the month gets a discovery set, a niche discovery set of my choice. This month, I didn't tell everybody what the discovery set was going to be. So this month's winner was Mark 678. You got a total of 56 out of the 57 quotes that I did for the month. That's freaking crazy. Brad, you were close behind with a total of 51. So Mark, this month you are going to be getting a discovery set from Rogue Perfumery. Do me a favor, email me at my email address at the top of the description. Shoot me all your info and I will have that sent out sometime this week. If you are curious of what the monthly pulp culture giveaway is, then head over to my community tab and check it out. I'll be throwing up the rules there and how to participate. This is for the US and the UK, so go over to the community tab and check it out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into week number 9 of my Whiffs of the Week. Like I said, Sunday I came up with this idea to do kind of blue, beginner blue fragrances. And so Monday morning, about 5:30 a.m., I walked over to my designer shelf here. And I was like, well, what am I going to wear today? And the first thing that popped up and the first thing that stood out to me was this. Yeah, Coach for Men, blue. I have not worn this in quite some time, but this is an awesome beginner's blue fragrance. For the price you can find out at discounters, or I think these sometimes pop up at rack stores. It's a really good blue fragrance. I'm gonna spray a little bit for you. Starts out kind of citrusy and it has this like bitter wormwood or absinthe accord. I can't remember exactly what the notes are. You get a lot of florals and aromatics flowing through the heart of it. But what really sets it apart from other blue fragrances is that absinthe accord. It's just very fresh and clean smelling, which most blue fragrances are. Blue fragrances are great because you can wear them in any occasion. They're great for the office, great for any kind of work environment, great for casual wear, great to throw on before you go to the gym. And I was actually surprised. I remember this not lasting very long on my skin. And since I haven't worn it, and God, I can't even remember the last time I wore it, I got good 6 hours of longevity out of it. Projection, about, you know, a little over arm's length for the first hour or so. Then it sits closer to your skin. If you're looking for a great beginner's blue, check out Coach for Men, blue. After I got home that evening, I got showered up. I decided to throw on Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Harvest Moon. This is a great fall time fragrance. Ah, man, I am loving everything from this house. If you guys want to know more about Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what your weekly rotation was. Also, what's your scent of the day? Harvest Moon is like semi-sweet, it's rich. I believe there's to be some patchouli in it. It's got a little bit of spices flowing through it. It is a fantastic fragrance. They all the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements kind of have this just very masculine DNA to it. Almost barbershop-esque. Because it is a men's grooming company, they make amazing eau de parfums. They also do some clones, dupes, inspired bys, whatever you want to call it. I have not tried any of those. They have shaving soaps. They have everything you could think of when it comes to shaving. Starts out kind of fresh, but then it gets nice and warm. It's a perfect fragrance for the fall. These range for a 1 ounce. I think they're $49.99. They're a little expensive, but they're long lasting and they're hyper unique. I mean, I've never smelled anything quite like any of the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements that I have. So if you're looking for something unique, if you want to try something different, check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Harvest Moon. So come Tuesday, stuck with the blue theme, and I went with one of my favorite beginner blues, and it's Missoni Parfum pour Homme. You get a magnetic cap, awesome. You get an awesome atomizer. It's got a gray atomizer on it. And as for the scent, think Bleu de Chanel, and you're looking for something that's a lot cheaper than Bleu de Chanel. Missoni Parfum pour Homme is just that. It has this nice citrus up top, then it flows into nice lavender in the mid, has a nice woody backbone. When it dries down, it gets nice and woody, but also you still get those aromatics. This is an awesome fragrance. It's Bleu de Chanel without the incense. It's got a little bit of spiciness in it, but it's more based around that citrus and aromatics. You can find these at discounters for a really stinking good price. This one I got at a rack store. I think I got it at Marshall's, I believe, in a gift set. And it came with like deodorant, body wash. In fact, I'm still using the deodorant. God, I have so many gift set deodorants. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I think I got it for like $49.99 in the gift set. That's a pretty stinking good price. If you want something like Bleu de Chanel or just an amazing blue fragrance, Missoni Parfum pour Homme would be great for you, especially if you're new into fragrances or if you've been on your fragrance journey for a while now and you're kind of getting tired of Bleu de Chanel. Check out Missoni Parfum pour Homme. I get 6 to 8 hours of longevity. It's one of those just fresh and clean fragrances. Perfect for the office, perfect for whatever you do for work. Amazing fragrance. I wore this all day. I got home from work, showered, threw this back on. It's a confidence boosting memory maker because it's Bleu de Chanel, but not Bleu de Chanel. So that day, all day, I wore Missoni Parfum pour Homme. Come Wednesday, I reached for a blue fragrance that I absolutely love. And thanks to Ross over at TLTG Reviews, yeah, do I need to say anything else? I mean, if you follow Ross's channel, this is a staple. He is the reason I bought this. He's probably the reason you bought this, but I went with Acqua Essenziale Blue from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is fresh, spicy, and nice and blue. I love the citrus opening. I love the bit of spiciness that's flowing through it. Has a little bit of that watery aquatic quality to it, but the aromatic qualities are amazing. It is so stinking good for the price you can find these at. This 50 ml, I believe I got for $16.99 at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. They pop up quite often at rack stores. If you can find it at discounters, get it now because it is going up in price. If you're a beginner, if you're new to fragrances, this is the best blue fragrance you can buy for the price. It's amazing. It really is. And I get good performance out of it. I get between that 6 and 8 hour mark. I do spray a little heavier with it, just like I do with any of these beginner blue fragrances. I do tend to spray a little bit heavier, but who cares? If you're looking for a cheap blue fragrance, check out Acqua Essenziale Blue. All right, that evening I got home and I wanted to try a new fragrance that I had just got in the mail. And it's a brand out of Australia and it's TRNP and it's called Sanctum. I purchased this fragrance, it's a little 30 ml, because of the ingredients in it. It has 30 ingredients that are listed for this. I mean, and I'm not gonna go over all of them because I don't remember all of them. But for what I get from it, amazing lemon and bergamot, almost candied citrus up top. Then you get these nice spices coming through it. It's got a touch of like civet or gastorium in it. It's such an interesting fragrance because it changes. It has like 20 different flavors to it. It's crazy. I'm reading up and learning as much as I can about the brand before I start adding this into lists. All natural. You can smell it. It is stinking good. Long lasting, but sits very close to your skin. Wednesday evening, I went with a nice calming, soothing fragrance that's ever changing. I went with TRNP, Sanctum. Thursday, I took off work. I took Thursday and Friday off. My dad had his surgery that day, and so I had to wake up early. I had to get him ready for surgery, and I wanted something that was gonna last throughout the day. And I went with Cool Water Intense. That's right, man. This was my first full wearing of this. I just recently picked this up on a haul, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I like this fragrance a lot. It is quite bubblegummy. It does have some blue qualities to it. It's really good, especially for the price that you can get it for. I believe I paid like 40 bucks for 100 ml. The performance on this is stellar. Stellar, and the projection is killer. I actually couldn't believe it. Now, I will say this. DNA of this Kind of reminds me of the DNA from Cool Water Parfum, the new 2021 release. I had not smelled this before I tried the Cool Water Parfum. This, though, I get better performance out of, but it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. So, kind of blue, but if you're looking for a nice, like, aquatic, semi-blue fragrance, definitely check out Davidoff Cool Water. Intense. It's intense. It really is. It's just stinking intense. After I got home that day, that Cool Water was still doing its job. But by the time it was probably about 6, 7 o'clock that evening, it had worn off. I decided to take a shower. I had got some stuff done around the house. I wanted to throw something else on. I had to do some grocery shopping. So I went with, that's right, Zaharoff. Bop. Business over pleasure. Now this, I would say, is a great beginner's blue, but it's also a little bit more pricey. Definitely a lot more pricey. Unfortunately, it won't be around for much longer. So if you are interested in Bop, definitely get it while the getting's good. I am loving this fragrance more and more the more I wear it. I absolutely love the opening, the mid, and the dry down of this fragrance. The Sichuan pepper, the citrus, and the iris right up top is amazing. And then as it starts to run down, you get that really nice, juicy, spicy ginger. And I love the ginger in this. The Palo Santo wood and the rest of the woody accords start coming through as it starts drying down. Not the largest projector. And I'm okay with that. As I was walking through the grocery store, I was getting wafts of this, and I just love it. I do. Awesome office fragrance. Awesome just kind of going out casually kind of fragrance. Super versatile. Even though it's called business over pleasure, this could be worn in so many different situations and so many different occasions. And I think that's what I love about this. The more I wear it, the more I'm actually just falling more and more in love with it. So that evening, I rocked Bop. So Friday morning, got up at 4:30 a.m., got my mom in the car, went to dialysis, dropped her off, came back home, and I was like, okay, what blue fragrance am I gonna wear now? I decided I wanted to smell good while I was recording, and I wore Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Blue. And I love this fragrance, I do. It's fruity, citrus, maybe some jasmine, lavender in the heart that kind of flows through. It's fresh and clean, shower jelly, if you will. I will say this though, I sprayed this on about 5 a.m. and it was gone about 6:30. It's one of those fragrances that if you see it at your rack stores, it's a great beginner's blue because you can take this along with you. You can leave it in your office, you can leave it in your gym locker, you can leave it anywhere you'd like and spray it back on because it smells fantastic. Fantastic. Performance and longevity is terrible, but that's okay because you can find these for stinking cheap at rack stores. If you're ever at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, or do what I do and like to just go in and just go straight to the fragrance section and that's it. If you see this sitting on the shelves, it is totally worth a whiff and sniff and would be great if you were a beginner or if you're just looking for a dumb reach blue fragrance. First Instinct Blue from Abercrombie & Fitch. That's what I rocked Friday morning. That evening, I did an Instagram live with My2Scents, Kenneth Allen. Shout out to you, brother. And I wanted to go with a fragrance that I have not sprayed on in quite a while. And I went with Dua, Midnight with the Mobster. Now, this is their clone of the original formulation of Roja Parfum's Creation E or Enigma. It's Enigma, the Pour Homme. Love this fragrance. Love it. I'm going to spray some right now, and it's going to fill this room. Beast mode. Super long lasting. This opens up quite animalic. But that's what I love about it because then it dries down into like that Coca-Cola cognac. It is gorgeous, a little powdery. It's mysterious, it's dark, it's resinous, got some nice balsamic qualities to it, so it's got some nice sweetness flowing through it as well. Now, I did get a decant when I bought this of the original Enigma Pour Homme. I got it off eBay. It cost me a freaking arm and a leg. I only got 2 mils and it was like 25 bucks. But I wanted to put it up against this. If you want to know what the original formulation of Roja Enigma Pour Homme smells like, I'm not sure if Dua still has this on their website, but I freaking love it. I sprayed it on. I put 3 sprays on that evening. The next morning when I woke up, it was still there. And it was still projecting pretty good. Fantastic fragrance, long lasting, has some nice tobacco flowing through it. It's a fantastic fragrance. So that evening I went with Midnight with Mobster from Dua. So yesterday, I woke up and I was like, okay, gotta go stick with blue. I'm gonna stick with blue and beginner's blue. And I reached to the very back of this shelf. If you can see where my original penguin is. In the back of that shelf, this was sitting there. I totally forgot that I bought this like a month or two ago. I got this at a rack store, and this is Original Penguin Ice Blue. Terrible atomizer, it's not great, but I bought this for like $12.99, I think. And I'm so surprised with this. This has this nice neroli, maybe petitgrain or orange blossom up top. I think it's neroli, so it's kind of just soapy, fresh, and clean. You get some of that lavender through the heart. It's got some apple, some fruitiness to it, and also some bergamot. And then it dries down nice and woody, but it sticks with that nice fresh cleanliness. This is an awesome fragrance because I actually got about 6-7 hours of longevity out of this. It projects quite nicely too. In the first hour, maybe hour and a half, I was getting great projection. But I did spray like 8 or 9 sprays, but it lasted. It lasted and kept going and kept going. I was like, no way. There's no way. I was testing out some other fragrances on my hands, and the only thing I could smell was this. I was so stinking surprised. So if you are looking for an awesome beginner's blue fragrance, especially for the price, this pops up at rack stores quite often. I believe you can also find this at discounters. Great beginner's blue fragrance, great. And honestly, I'm gonna be rocking this more often because the performance I was getting out of it, I was so thoroughly surprised. So that morning, I rocked Ice Blue from Original Penguin. For that evening, I was feeling nostalgic, and one of my favorite old school fragrances is Dunhill Desire Red. I always love these bottles, always. These pop up at rack stores all the stinking time. It's got an awesome red apple accord to it. It's fresh and spicy. As it starts drying down, you still get that fresh spiciness, but with some nice woods, maybe a little patchouli. It's a gorgeous fragrance, gorgeous. It's seductive, it's sultry, though it's fresh. It's also quite warm as it starts drying down. I love this fragrance. Not the longest lasting fragrance. I get about 4 hours of performance out on it. If you see these at rack stores, they're always stinking cheap. If you're looking for something that's just a dumb reach, anytime kind of versatile fragrance, though it's not blue, it's quite sexy, to be honest with you. I've gotten some great attention over the years of me wearing this. So if that's what you're looking for, this is a great cheapie. Great cheapie. So that evening I went with Dunhill Desire Red. Now it's Sunday fun day. And so I have been up for a while now. I cooked breakfast for my parents. I also did all my dad's exercises, his physical therapy with him for an hour. Now I'm sitting down with you guys. And I decided to rock a new one to me. Sort of. I've had this for about, what, week and a half, 2 weeks now. And it's Meremeta LeLeVa. So I did my full review of this. I'll leave a card right here so you can check it out. I did say in my full review that I would probably not wear this to the office. I would wear it more in evenings and date night settings. I'm gonna have to retract that because I'm wearing this right now, and I've had it on now for a few hours. I'm loving this fragrance. I went to Walmart. I actually got a couple compliments while I was at Walmart from a couple people wearing a mask, actually. It's a fantastic fragrance. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think this is quite versatile. I think it can be worn almost any time. It's sweet, it's citrusy with that bright lemon, huge lemon. I'm talking lots of lemon. You get some really nice vanilla flowing through it. I think that there are to be some white florals, some nice meaty white florals in it. The suede comes further in the dry down, but it's not a super loud suede. It's nice and soft. In fact, this dries down into this nice sultry, creamy, and dreamy fragrance. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I can't wait to try more from Marametta, but this is what I'm going to be rocking all day because this is a long-lasting fragrance. I get between 8 and 10 hours out of it, and now I've had it on for, I don't know, 3 hours, and it's popping. I think this is the only fragrance they have available right now because they do small batches, but definitely check this out. If you're looking for something that's indie niche, Marametta LeLeVa. I say ooh la la, LeLeVa. All right, so that's it. Week number 9 of my whiffs of the week. Again, let me know in the comments down below, what were you rocking this week? What is your scent of the day? I'll have to say it again. I'll say this every Sunday during the NFL season. Go Washington football team. I hate that freaking name. I hope we actually get a name one of these days. But whatever your team is, I hope y'all win. Again, unless it's the Cowboys, Eagles, or Giants. I'm just kidding, by the way. If you were playing fantasy football, again, good luck to you. If any of these fragrances pique your interest and you want full reviews on them, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I will be posting a lot more on the community tab. If you are interested in joining the pulp culture giveaway that I do every month, check the community tab. All the rules and how to enter will be there. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.